If you guys like our video, please share it out, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and click the bell button to get notification for our upcoming video. Hello, welcome again to Proton X70 Features Episode 3. Today we are going to share two features, which is ventilation mode and hill descent control.
Today I'm going to share X70 experience that I believe some of the owners has actually know about these features, which is ventilation mode. So what actually ventilation mode is, your windows will actually open in a very small margin in order for you to have more air circulation and heat can disperse faster if you were actually park outside. This function is relatively useful if, let's say, you park your car at your car porch that doesn't have a roof on top of it. But my advice is, especially when Malaysia is not too safe, I would say, so if you're in the public, do not use this function. So let me tell you actually how ventilation mode works. Hop into the car. Okay, I'll turn to ACC mode first. Okay, come back to this ventilation mode. So what you need to do is, so go to vehicle, door lock settings. Make sure if you want to use your ventilation mode, you can have your ventilation mode turned on. So once you have this turned on, and switch off the car. Alright, once you come down, you lock your car, the windows will open. You can see the windows has been opened. So let's go back in. If let's say you wish to actually wind down the windows on your own, let's say you want to wind up more, you wind down more, and then you don't wish to have all the windows automatically winded up after locking the doors, you just simply go and disable this one, auto close windows and sunroof, and there you go. Once you turn off the car, lock the car doors, yes, windows won't be winded up anymore. But again, I would not advise you to do so because we tend to forget things, right? So yes, if you want to disable this manner, you can do so. But I would prefer to have this turned on. Alright, I don't switch on my ventilation mode. If you want to have automatically by default it winds down on its own, turn on the ventilation mode. If not, disable it. Use it as and when you need it via your Proton Link app. So that's all for now. Let me show you again how it works after I lock the car door. All windows should wind up by now. There you go. Alright. Recently I looked through some Facebook posts from our group and also from other groups. Everyone was talking about the hill descent control. So I'm not too sure how it works. So I tried to go online and search and see, and I noticed that a lot of off-roader, they do come with it. For example, in BMW, Volvo, and so on, because they don't have low gear ratio. So in general, hill descent control is not hill start assist. Remember, it's not hill start assist. I used to have cars that have hill start assist ranging from an SUV or sedan. That one is actually help you to hold on to the car when your car is in a standstill but in an inclining or descending position, so it won't fall off. But this is different. So in general, let me explain to you what hill descent control is.
Hill descent control, also known as HDC, we're using the ABS to control each wheel speed, so you can more focus on your steering wheel, especially on a slippery road or a decent off-road. The hill descent control switch connect few control module and system together. From the video above, you can know the hill descent control monitor the gear position, accelerator pedal position, brake pedal position, engine speed, vehicle speed, and individual wheel speed. If the vehicle accelerates without driver input, ABS system will automatically apply the brakes for each individual wheel.
And some other makes, when you have this hill descent control, the car moves at a very certain speed, let's say 30 kilometers per hour, without you accelerating it. But I'm not too sure about X70, we still have to accelerate it, yeah, but not too fast. So, come back to the question again, this mode is not really useful because we most of the time using it in urban cities. But again, since there is such function, let me explain to you and try it out with you how it actually works. It's quite scary though, because whoever who never feels it, even I myself was a little shocked because looks like the car was being stopped or being intentionally blocked when I'm trying to drive uphill or descending. Alright, so let's move on. Get into the car. I have turned on the ignition. So this is the button, this is the hill descent control, which again, let me explain to you, don't really use it if you don't really need it. If for those who drive 4x4, they should know there's those low gear ratio. This one actually replaces low gear ratio, but it helps maneuver the car and brake for you as and when they want, because they will utilize the ABS for to slow down the car for each and individual wheel at very, very slippery or out of control surfaces. Alright, so right now our meter is like this. Okay, so once you have this hill descent control activated,
hill descent control is on.
yes, you can see that the Proton Eva will say that the hill descent control is already on. You can see that there's a green meter over there saying that the hill descent control is there. Okay, so I'm going to show you right now in the descent mode into my car park, because there's a ramp that goes down, and by using this hill descent control. So once again, let me explain to you, hill descent control should not be useful for us unless you are visiting construction site or going into paddy field or going into maybe some slippery surface place where you require to actually move at a slow speed. Alright, so this is pretty important if let's say you want to use it, because it sounded very scary actually. Alright, but don't worry, when they actually activate means they are actually braking your wheels, and they may only brake one or two or even all four of them according to the computer. So I'm heading down right now. So let me start off with this hill descent control.
Hill descent control is on.
The hill descent control is on, so I let him cruise on his own,
Hill descent
and
control
he
is
will
on.
start to actually calculate the amount of brakes needed to actually move. Yeah, you can see that it's really slow, but it's actually moving. If we were to engage in normal mode without the hill descent control, my car will be actually zooming down even though I'm not accelerating it. Alright, so they will calculate accordingly and brake whenever there's a need for you to do so. And sometimes you may find it very annoying and crude, because they may be just at the time declining in a manner where only one wheel is needed to be braked. So you may find the car is like, in a scary mode. So yes, so let's try out the second ramp. Alright, let's try out the second ramp, but you can see that it's actually activated, so you can see that the car is moving on its own. Alright, in a very slow speed, without the need for me to actually brake the car. Whenever they apply the brakes, then our Eva will tell us that, don't worry, it's the hill descent control has been activated, so just beware, that's all. So basically I'm not pressing anything, not applying my brakes at all, but the car is actually applying on its own and descending in a very, very, very slow manner. So imagine today you are going to jungle where it's slippery, you are full with mud and so on, and you're going downhill. So this mode would be very useful because we don't have the low gear ratio. Yeah, remember this descent hill control doesn't replaces the low gear ratio, but it helps to do all the necessary braking so that our car won't skid whenever we are in a tight situation. So yes, I'm safely back down here. For your day-to-day use, don't activate it. For example, if you're in a slope and you want to make sure that the car doesn't fall back, just use your auto hold will do. So this one, just use it whenever you really, really need it. If not, I don't think there's a need for you to actually even touch it. Yeah, so don't be scared. Don't be worried. I know a lot of people were shocked by it. I was shocked by it too whenever the first time I actually activated it. But now, after understanding and trying to go online to research how hill descent works, then I would understand why is it so. Alright?
That's all for today's videos. To know more about Proton X70 features, you can check out our previous video, episode 1 and episode 2.